What's up, everybody? Back again, Warp Charge Gaming with our live Thursday night talk show. There's Chris, I'm George. James, our homie out there in the world, is floating around. He'll be in here a little bit later, hopefully. But we are ready to kick off episode 89. Yeah, paint flow exception. What's up, buddy? But yeah, we're going to be going into talking about tabletop wargaming. It is another awesome week in the Warp Charge Gaming land. We're 89 episodes in, going deep into the episode tank. And on the show, if you're fresh to it somehow, I know Paintflow is not, thank you Paintflow for tuning in, that we talk about all kinds of games, from particularly the channel was founded on 40K. We've expanded to Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, Warcry, and Infinity. Thursdays is Infinity Day at Battlegrounds, so it's usually fresh on my mind, funny enough, every time we jump on the Thursday show, because, I mean, we just filmed 3 games in a row, you know?
I saw you, I saw the notifications that we were live. I didn't actually happen to watch because I was watching something else with my lady, but freaking, I'd actually watched some of our content on the back end earlier this morning.
Nice.
While I was working on models.
Nice. Yeah, there was, man, today, Mike has been mentioned on the channel a few times. You guys watch the Bat Reps, you've seen him playing his neck runs. We had a good game today, and, well, it was good for Mike. He got to wreck me. I took off the training wheels and was like, all right, you're going down, and even trying as hard as I can, dude wrecked me real hard. He was rolling like crazy. I see our friends out there giving us the likes. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, everybody. But yeah, he got me hard, and it's a good time if you want to see that. We talked about the crew kill team last week. That was fun. But this week, we're going to talk a little bit about we had some FAQ updates hit in the GW land.
Oh, yeah.
For both Sigmar and 40K. Want to talk a little bit about the Tau book that's coming, particularly because that's going to be hitting us at our tournament.
It makes me upset that it's already. I mean, I know it's named for the greater good, but like
it's a GSC.
Even on even on the rules and whatnot, I'm like, yeah, it is a Tau book. Like, it's just like, damn it. Damn it.
I haven't heard much mention of the sauce that Guard can bring, or even GSC. We talked a little bit about last week about that. It wasn't too exciting, right?
I mean, they get some cool stuff. What up, Connor? There's definitely some cool stuff, and Guard has some really, really cool stuff too. But there's a very clear winner in terms of the 3 factions done. And there's also, in my opinion, of the 3, a very clear loser. And that's an editorial, but, at the same time, it's a cool book. I think that we got some really cool things. I mean, Shadowsun got an amazing new model.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Apparently, there's also been a Lord of the Rings FAQ. So it's been a busy little time of rules release period for Games Workshop.
Yeah, very much so. Well, I guess before we get into the meat and potatoes, we'll spend a quick moment to just go over the news a little bit. So as you guys heard there, we're talking about Infinity. If you want to check out the Infinity content, that's actually on our separate channel. Warp Charge Gaming presents Infinity Battle Reports. But it is you can catch them on our Facebook and Twitch. We just only post them on YouTube on our separate YouTube channels. Check that out. Upcoming this very weekend coming up is our Age of Sigmar kickoff. Let's see if I can find the correct stuff here.
Ooh, we got a question that I can answer in the meantime really easily.
Go ahead.
Charlie's asking where you find the FAQs. It's on the Games Workshop site, Charlie. What I actually always do is I actually Google Games Workshop FAQs.
Yeah,
and it's almost always the first link. Yeah. And then they have it organized by there'll be like a rotating wheel for Sigmar, Lord of the Rings, or games or 40K, and then you pick that, and it'll have a huge list. And what's kind of cool, too, with the most recent update on FAQs, they organized them. I don't know if this was always this way. I think this is new, though. The newest FAQs are at the top now.
Yeah, and there's always a date. That's where you can, because what's crazy is when they come out with like overall rule books, like let's say the core rule book or the chapter approved, oftentimes they're also touching on all the other factions as well. So you got to look at the dates for when the latest update is, and sometimes you may be just looking at one FAQ, but it touched every other faction, and there can be little details that interact with things. So that's where it's funny is like some armies are running 5 to 6 books plus multiple FAQs to be followed.
Also, important note on the dates on the FAQs, they do them like the rest of the world, aka not America. So they do the day of the month first, then the month. So it'll be like, like 30/02, or like, because I know myself, like there's been more than once where I'm like, this is an update. It's like this updated on the second. It's like, oh no, wait, that's February.
Yep. Yeah, Connor asked if I was going to be here Saturday. I will be for our Age of Sigmar tournament. It's the kickoff of our Season 3 tournament schedule. Here is a look at that schedule there. So everybody that comes to these tournaments, your top 3 scores out of the next 5 additional months here are going to go towards the season prize. We've had a season winner twice now. We're going to our 3rd. So really stoked about that. And this week's gonna be fun. I'm excited about the list I'm gonna play. I showed you guys on the channel before, but where this list was kind of fluffy, and we talked about it last week, it's the 3 Lords of Change and 1 Kairos Fate Weaver.
The summoning of the Lords of Change thing.
Yeah, so like the Guild of Summoners, the free Lord of Change summoning, the very cheap Lord of Change summoning, that seemed like the just obvious like kind of fluff take, but it turns out that there is a couple of new books when it comes to the Sigmar land. One I have behind me here. So they came out with a book that I just read last night called Wrath of the Everchosen. And this is kind of a new Chaos Alliance book that gives us new formations and sub-faction like hosts that we can take for the different Chaos Gods, including being able to intermix the Chaos Gods together. So you can have like Khorne, Tzeentch, and Nurgle all fighting together. So what's sick is that instead of summoning these Lords of Change for pretty inexpensive, oh, we got James. Let's let James in here. James, how are you?
I'm fantastic.
You're totally here.
We are live.
Good to see you.
No,
buddy.
I'm not.
No, you're here.
Oh,
Nice.
I'm on a 15-second delay.
My God.
Well, you're real. You're real to us. Connor wants to schedule another battle. Connor, I'd love to do that at some point as well. But yeah, the weekends are not great for scheduling battles with me because I'm usually throwing a tournament. As you just saw, 15 tournaments between here and June, but that's not including Warcry or Infinity because we're not running seasons on those. So technically, I'm scheduled for 25 tournaments between here and June, and we've already gone through a few of those already. This past weekend was Kill Team and Warcry. And the weekend before that was Infinity, so pretty crazy. But then this Saturday is the final day to be able to submit your list for the 40K tournament. James, we're just going over the news real quick before we get in the meat and potatoes of the episode. In case you're wondering, but the 40K tournament, the big major with Coastal Wargaming, 64 people, 2-day event, sold out for the last few months, is going down. I'm very excited about that. I'm hoping that Tau isn't going to take it all. I want to see Tau and Marines go down. So that is my wish list. There is some dope prizes. Here's a shot of what those prizes look like so you can have know what the expectation is. What's also super sick about this week is that we got our custom objective markers in. We've been showing images of this, but here they are, the neoprene objective markers. Everybody that participates in the event will get a set of 6. And we got our Battleground Warp Charge ones that we have for sale. Super awesome. Whoop.
Dude, those are so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to buy a set of the Warp Charge ones, though.
Oh yeah, that's pretty sick, man. While supplies last. So real pumped on that. And then, I don't know why I'm so grainy right now, but we're going to roll with it. My camera's going crazy. Let's jump back over to this. So Age of Sigmar this weekend. What I was just about to tell you guys is about this book that I hadn't read before, Wrath of the Everchosen. And what's sick is instead of taking the Guild of Summoners, now I can still take my battalion and get all the goodness of those Lord of Changes and Fate Weaver. But in addition, now my army just gets, all my Lord of Changes and Fate Weavers get a 5-up Feel No Pain. And I can additionally, at the end of every movement phase, roll 3d6, and if I roll a 10 plus, I get to summon a free unit. On top of the summoning that we
like any
have.
unit?
Yeah, either any of the 4 infantries, either the Demonettes, Bloodletters. Obviously, you're going to do Pink Horrors because that's the most bang for the buck. But not only do you have your free summoning or your summoning that you do from casting spells and racking up those summoning points, but you additionally get a 3d6 free summoning, 5-up Feel No Pain, and then because of the battalion, reroll ones to hit, wound, and save. So it's actually became pretty saucy now. This might actually be competitive. Tomorrow.
Question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So did you trade your cheaper Lord of Change summoning for this?
Yes.
Okay, I just didn't know if it was in it. Like, I didn't know if this was just like, oh, I just got more icing on the cake for no reason, or like this is.
The Lord of Change summoning wasn't that good. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't that good.
It's cool, but I can definitely see that being more competitive with the pinks.
In Sigmar, a 5-up is actually really powerful. Most things only have like a 4-up armor save, so a 5-up Feel No Pain is actually extremely resilient in that game. So the Lord of Change are going to be that much more powerful. There's also a new Tzeentch detachment in that book that could give me, every time I cause a mortal wound with a spell, on a 4-up I cause more mortal wounds. So that can get pretty saucy. But regardless, I'm going to have fun. And tomorrow, for anybody that tunes in, I'm running 3 games back-to-back tomorrow, 3 Age of Sigmar games. So my friend Mike Vaginos, or Mike, we call him Mike Vag, he's coming in. He's a renowned AOS player, and he's going to be coming in for out of town and staying with me for the tournament on Saturday, and we're going to run 3 games back-to-back. So looking forward to that, and I'm pretty much going to use that Wrath of the Ever-Chosen book as the sauce. What else is going on? So what's also cool is we just had this Warcry event this past weekend. And what I'm stoked about, like I was a little worried about Warcry becoming lost in the wayside.
Stagnant.
Yeah. But what's really cool is that they just had one release called Tome of Champions, and that gave us a bunch of factions we didn't have. Particularly, it gave us Tzeentch. And with the Chaos Gods, it's cool because they're giving us Mortal Chaos and Demon Chaos. So you have 2 different factions you can play for each Chaos God. And so at Warcry event that you guys can go check out on the channel, there was a 2v2 battle we did. I got to run Tzeentch Demons, and that was super fun. And what's fun about Warcry is that more of the fast attack slots, like Fleshhounds and the Screamers of Tzeentch, the faster stuff in that game are actually in the game, while in Kill Team, we really just have infantry models. So I'm super stoked to get to run Bloodletters and Fleshhounds, and I'm praying that they give us a Juggernaut. It'd be super cool to get a Skull Crusher. That'd be pretty wild. So looking forward to that and see what that entails. We got some questions rolling through here. Yeah.
What books do you need for Kill Team?
I'm thinking about Kill Team. What books do I need? Oh, that's a great question, Connor. So there's the Kill Team Core Manual. You absolutely need that. And I'm going to tell you in the lineacy, or the order in which they came out. First came the Kill Team Core Manual. Then came Kill Team Commander. Kill Team Commander is not really in match play. They finally did FAQ it almost a year later to say that when you play match play Commander, you can only use level 1 specialists, which does offer a little bit more balance, but general tournament scene does not consider Commanders as a balanced way to play Kill Team. So you're not going to see very many competitive events that way, even though we do Commander here sometimes. But you need your Kill Team Core Manual, and then you're going to need the next expansion, which was Kill Team Elites. That's definitely a part of the game. Whether you play 100 points or 125 points is different per different events. And finally, another book that came out. There was Kill Team Arena that came out with that, and there was the Kill Team Rogue Trader set. You don't need Rogue Trader, you don't need Kill Team Arena, but Kill Team Arena is another way to play, and a lot of competitive events do run that. Kill Team Arena was pretty interesting because it was GW put out a expansion that was basically the tournament expansion, and they were pretty much saying, like, if you want to throw a competitive event, here is the way to play this game in a competitive format. So Arena is interesting and a different way to play Kill Team, but not required to own. And finally, the Kill Team Annual is kind of like chapter approved for Kill Team. It summed a lot of rules together for things that were put out in White Dwarfs and just kind of random places like Demons and Sisters of Battle and Kroots and kind of even the Rogue Trader factions are inside of the Kill Team Annual, so you can kind of sum up a lot of the expansions inside of that. But you need yourself Elites, you need yourself the Core Manual, you need Kill Team Annual. 3 books, but the cool thing is all the factions are represented within those 3 books. So unlike 40K, you don't need to own 6 books for one faction. You own 3 books for the entire game. So that's that answer. Charlie says, as far as I'm aware, I don't play, you just need the core rules to start. Well, a little bit deeper than that there, Charlie. Paintflow, so between 40K and Age of Sigmar, what would you prefer to play for fun? Beer and pretzels more. I would prefer Age of Sigmar in most instances. I enjoy Age of Sigmar. You will a more regular occasion have fun in Age of Sigmar, is my opinion.
I don't agree simply because I don't play Sigmar, so
Yeah.
I don't have fun playing it.
Yeah, you get to it's honestly it's because the lack. Now what's crazy is Sigmar has way more shooting in it than it ever has before. But I was gonna say that the lack of shooting makes it a more of a close combat game, and you're gonna get to move your models around a little bit more. Sigmar has become a little bit more scary. The power creep is it's not quite as it's way more spread out in who's getting rules, and you're never feeling like just one particular alliance is getting all of the stuff. But yeah, I just think it's more fun. I think the reason why too, mainly on my jaded opinion or whatever, is that I love combat, and Sigmar is very much a combat game.
Oh, definitely. That I've seen.
You get to see a lot more hero hammer in Sigmar. They're the big guys, like in 40K, big guys are usually dissuaded against because they'll just get shot off the table for being targetable. But you get to run big, epic-looking models in Sigmar more with actually a viability to it. There's also less like CP crunching. There's not so much like this person has overwhelming CP to this person and they're just pulling out like crazy amounts of stratagems. It's all more simplified than that.
Poor Necrons.
Yeah, long answer there, but Sigmar. So let's get into some meat and potatoes. There's something I want to bring to your guys' attention that I hadn't talked to you about this week, and I'm real nervous about it. Okay.
The answer is yes. They can do it.
That, to sum it up, yes, that is the answer. So I hope that you guys don't make me feel real bad for saying yes to this guy. Okay. The thing is that I was gonna tell him no to use these rules. I'm kind of building this up right now, setting the precipice here, or the table. But this player that's coming to the major event next weekend. He hollered at me with we went ahead and allowed any rules that come out between here and the mandatory list submission time to be good to go. So this upcoming Saturday is when lists are submitted, and it turns out that that's the same day that the latest Psychic Awakening is going to drop that features Tau, Genestealer Cult, and the Imperial Guard. So here's where it gets scary, because the one thing we know is that GW likes to mess up rules a lot.
Oh, yeah.
They love it. And I have a high distrust that they have probably made some mistakes with these new rules that just came out, and I am worried that I'm allowing this to happen.
What'd they do?
All right, so let me break it down for you, all right? I'm busting out this image here. All right, so this is going to be a little blurry. The book's not out yet, guys. But what I'm about to show you is the rules for Tau prototype weapons, okay? There's a new rule that comes out with the Psychic Awakening. All right, so here's the prototype weapons. So it says, if a Tau character is your warlord, rather than giving one of your Tau characters the relic or the signature systems, which is the Tau relics, you can instead choose to give a unit in your army that is not a character this prototype weapon. So here's this new precedence of, instead of taking a relic on your character, you can instead choose to give a special type of relic-like weapon to a non-character unit. Okay, and these.
Ooh, can I guess this? They're gonna ask if they can give it to a named character.
No. It's definitely blatant that the prototypes can't go to named characters. It's to a non-character. It goes to any unit, not a non-named character, whatever, right?
Oh, never mind.
So you're like, cool. I'm gonna take my free relic, but instead of taking my free relic on this non-named character, I'm gonna actually take this special weapon on, say, a Riptide or a Broadside. Okay, Let me go ahead and show you the prototype weapon that is most likely to end up on a Riptide. All right, so now they have this amplified ion accelerator that, when overcharged, now they used to be a D6 shot. When you take this prototype weapon, it's a flat 6 shot, and it can be strength 9, -4, 3 damage plus D3.
Yep.
So pretty interesting. 3 damage plus D3, pretty powerful. 6 automatic shots.
Yep.
Okay, so here's where it gets saucy. The question that was posed to us is, can they use the Tau generic stratagem that allows you to take multiple relics or multiple signature systems and be able to use the prototype rule and exchange those for more of these signature systems or these prototypes. And the thing that's what it doesn't say inside of the strat or inside of the prototype rule is whether or not you are allowed to take multiples of the same prototype. Okay.
That actually, the precedent for in Tyranids is that you can. Absolutely. You can.
Exactly, because there's adaptive, what do they call it?
Adaptive physiologies, you can literally take the same one multiple times. Yep.
Yeah, so it's that we know is it, and that's what makes me feel okay about it, amongst some other things. But so here it's saying that you can exchange a signature system for a prototype weapon, and then in the prototype weapon thing, it doesn't say anything about that you're restricted to only doing this once per game or anything like that. And then you're going to use this relic strat, even though it's from the signature system strat is an older stratagem from the original book. And you're going to switch it for 3 prototypes. So what that means is that we are expecting now to see 3 Riptides with the amplified ion accelerator. Now, what makes me feel okay about this, because if you read closely on these rules, it's kind of an open-ended thing. Thank you, GW. But what you got to realize is, one, you're going to have to take 3 eligible characters that could take relics. Then you're going to have to spend 3 CP and then not get those relics on those characters, so no signature systems for you, and you're going to get only this weapon on your Riptides, the targetable model.
Wait, are Riptides characters?
No, but the prototypes don't require characters.
Yeah.
You just have to have characters to activate trading out that relic to then go to a non-character unit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I just got scared in my head for a second. I was like, wait, can I not target these things?
No.
But no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I expect to see this fly actually as a ruling, George.
It seems reasonable. It seems reasonable. And see, the thing that made us, when I was deliberating with my fellow TO, Dan from Coastal Wargaming, what made us feel okay about it is, one, that just think of a 2-up re-rolling repulsor. If a repulsor isn't broke, then this isn't broke. It was his opinion. And I agreed with that. He actually did the math on it too. And if you just take the straight math if you take the focus fire of a Tau Riptide for +1 to wound, you give it reroll 1s to hit for marker lights. It still puts out less damage than a repulsor. Now, granted, there's drones. A Riptide can get a 3-up invuln. Riptides are a little different than a repulsor from some of the other rules it has, but damage for damage, just doing the rolls out, a repulsor on average will put out more damage. So if a repulsor's not broke, they're not broke, was his opinion. And when they did the latest FAQ, they weren't fixing what seemed to be broken anyways. I got on the screen now screenshots of the latest Psychic Awakening for Thousand Suns. We talked about this last week on the channel. And here is 3 different abilities that come from the new Psychic Awakening book that are able to be applied to non-Thousand Suns models. So in a team scenario, scary, or even with a souped chaos list, let's take a look at these. So one of them is once per turn, you can turn a 1 into a 6 for any of your Psychers within 18 inches of this Thousand Suns relic. So you could have all the different types of Psychers you could want from all the different types of sub-factions within inside of Chaos, and you're going to get to flip your 1s to 6s for just taking this Thousand Suns relic. Here's another one. This one's crazy for teams especially, but once per battle, you can do a stratagem for free. So you take this Thousand Suns relic, you can have Black Legion, you could do bring your Red Corsairs, Chaos Space Marines back, any 3 CP strat, and now you can do it for free once per game. In teams,
yeah, man,
that's free
firing
vets.
Twice with or free vets, yeah.
That's several things. So now that's totally allowed. They didn't change it in their FAQ. And then finally, there is this one where I was thinking about using this for my discos. So with the current list I'm running, if I'm within 6 inches of this relic, I can re-roll a hit, wound, or damage roll every time I choose a unit to shoot or fight within 6 inches of this relic. So that's another to everyone.
Another example of this same kind of trend is for the Blood of Baal book. The Maleceptor stratagem for Tyranids is worded friendly units, and it's a 6-inch aura where all friendly units, when they're shot at, are shot at with -1 strength, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. So the fact that they didn't FAQ what seemed to be problematic, and then they let this new rule seem to be going through. I was like, all right, so they're crazy, they're letting shit fly. But what's funny is last week on the show, I was passionately telling you guys about the Age of Sigmar Tzeentch FAQ, and I was swearing to God that one, they already messed up the Tzeentch book to begin with, so they had to FAQ it, and then they wrote themselves out of rules that was as intended, expected to be allowed, and then they had to FAQ their FAQ. So here's a screenshot of the FAQ of an FAQ because we can't trust GW, and I was proud of GW for admitting their fault by quickly FAQing their FAQ because that's pretty respectable.
They didn't even put Shadow Sun's points in the new Tau book. They had to put that shit online like the Space Wolves book.
Oh my God. But yeah, last week I was bitching. They said that the Destiny dice for Age of Sigmar unmodified came up with a lot of contention. Waiting to see images from the battlefield. What Cursemaker is that? Mike? I don't know what battlefield you're wanting to see images of, but I can make things happen. But yeah, bottom line, GW gets things wrong all the time, and hopefully I am not allowing one of their mistakes to fly and to have a major impact at our tournament. Particularly, the last major event we did in July of last year, the top table at the end of 5 rounds was Tau on Tau.
I mean, dude, Tau is beefy. It's scary, man.
The majority of top 5 of that tournament was Tau. So
I mean, Tau is going to be really good at this event. I will say though, people are going to run that the Riptides with the relic weapons. I mean, okay, they're going to kill 6 Marines firing with that gun. I mean, it's good, maybe.
Respect. I like your confidence, buddy. I like your confidence. Yeah, good stuff. James, you're not worried at all? You're not worried about this at all, right? You're like, whatever.
Dude, seems legit.
Okay, cool. You guys, I was really worried. You made me feel a lot better about it.
No, I think you ruled right, man.
Okay, thank God. All right. Well, if anybody has anyone to blame Chris and James, okay? All right.
I take full credit, not responsibility.
Dude, I'm not taking anything for anyone. GW. Follow GW.
Yeah, that's the right answer there, James. That's the way that Dan, Coastal Wargaming partner, said. He's like, look, dude, it's not our fault. GW wrote a shitty rule, and we're just calling it like it reads. And I'm like, all right, fair, because it does, it's open to interpretation. There was others that were of the opinion that we should be more restrictive and hesitant, but I really hate trying to force upon our own rules or try to decide what's fair for the game. You know what I mean?
I know it's fair for the game.
Do you, James? What's that?
I do. Everyone's got to play the exact same list.
Wow, that sounds boring.
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Go play chess.
There you go. That's true. Same list. Yeah, chess.
I'll play you in chess, Chris.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm a chess fiend, guys. I'll beat you both. Check.
I'm not bad.
I'll bite the heads off your pawns.
Checkmate, bitch.
My poor pawns.
Oh, so y'all, before we kind of reinvigorate some other topics here, or we go in some other direction, I'm going to totally flip the script and make sure that everyone knows, because I forgot last week to mention it, but a big deal happening here at Battlegrounds later in the year, in June, is that Sam Lenz, legendary painter, 7-time Golden Demon Award winner, is teaching a 2-day class here at Battlegrounds. So I don't know if you guys have caught wind of that yet. It's on our Warp Charge Gaming event page, Battlegrounds event page. It is a pricey class, but for a 7-time award winner like this, I've had everybody that knows Sam Lenz, that's been following him for a long time, over 20,000 followers on Instagram, has been like, dude, I get to like shake this guy's hand, let alone like sit in the same room and learn from him. Oh my God, I'm there. So there's some very excited fans out there, and I'm really excited that this kind of quality event is coming to Battlegrounds. So hope to see people come out. You guys can pre-register on Sam Len's website, and it's going to be sick. There's going to be lots of goodies and good times. So looking forward to that. I'm hoping I can get him on the channel for an interview before it's all said and done between here and there. So pretty cool.
That's cool.
James, are either of you guys familiar with his work?
I've seen his stuff.
Yeah.
Nice. It's a pretty big deal. Pretty big deal.
He's a
Excited to have.
Wisconsinite.
He's from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a gun. From your neck of the woods, there, James.
A little
So
bit further, but yeah.
crazy
Yeah.
enough, we are moving through the wait list, and old Kevin Leonard is. I just got another drop. Just messaged me, and Kevin is officially about to be in the tournament and driving down from
Oh
Chicago.
man.
Guess he's gonna come down from Illinois again. That's your ride, James. That's your ride, bud.
Dude, he's a gangster.
You wanna
He did
drive?
awesome last time, man.
He did. James, I think you want to drive 14 hours again, both ways.
Honestly, that doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun right now.
Nah. Yeah. Go and hop in the car, man.
I'm just saying right now at this very moment, it doesn't sound like a whole lot of fun.
You're saying
You catch me in a different day,
yeah?
maybe a different moment. I might be, that sounds like a great idea.
I was hoping to spellbound you with my charisma and enthusiasm.
Well, you fucking failed miserably.
Oh, man.
Dang. Wow.
Just keeping it 100.
Okay.
Perils.
Yeah.
I got shut down, crit style. Yeah, perils. Do not pass go. No free parking.
My God.
Yeah.
Where will I put my car?
James is uninspired to come to the major event.
I don't even know where I parked my car.
Dude.
That's all right, James. We'll see you. We'll see you here. Well, that's pretty much the gamut of stuff going on that I could think of. We got Age of Sigmar Saturday. I'm playing 3 games tomorrow.
I don't believe you.
We're going to be filming all week next week. Games all week.
Wow. Dude, you're putting in work.
Mike says he'll fly you out, James, if you'll cover some of his commission cost.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Get in here. Get in the game. EA Sports and stuff.
Oh, man.
I think he's getting motivated now, Mike. Let's see here. Yeah, so anything been, particular going on with you guys that you're excited about? I see a bunch of models growing in front of you there, Chris. Those don't look like Tyranids.
So I'm working on a commission. I'm assembling and cleaning a bunch of models. I've done 6 obliterators. I'm putting together a Mortarion. I think 4 laser destroyers, about 15 havocs. There's more stuff. I finished my painting for the Warp Charge Major, so right now I'm trying to. This is actually for one of our friends local to Midlothian. I'm trying to finish up the assembly project. That way I don't have to pay shipping to send it to them. So when I just drive up, I can just drop it off and be like, done. But yeah, this is about a day and a half of progress. Granted, I worked most of yesterday, so more like a day of progress. Running through it, though.
Nice. James, anything particular for you, buddy? Just painting a lot?
I got tape on things.
Okay. Taping things to paint things.
Tape on things.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. It's really what I like to say, man.
That's respect. Well, I just realized Shane said talk about Kill Team Kroot, unless you missed it already. I've just realized that we were talking about Kroot on last week's episode, but more because I was alluding to what was to come. I didn't actually say what happened this week. And I just want to do a quick holler about what happened because it was hilarious. I want everybody who's interested in watching Kroot Kill Team perform, go to the channel and watch round 2 of the Kill Team tournament we just had this weekend. Because, oh my God, it was absolutely hilarious.
Spoilers alert.
Dude, I laughed on that stream. I was laughing so hard, I couldn't breathe. I was like practically crying and like slapping my knee. I was like, oh my God, I was laughing so hard, dude. I was playing my good friend Ryan Zell from Those Once Loyal. He's played in like all the Kill Team events. And
cool, dude.
Very fun to talk shit to. Whenever Ryan's around, my shit talk game elevates to a whole new level. And like I love to touch all his dice and like curse his dice. And like
That's mean.
Yeah, I touch all his dice, and even this time I picked up all.
Filthy.
I delivered his models to the table, but he considered that a curse, pretty much an additional curse. But so he was playing Death Guard. I'm playing Crew. And, Death Guard, 3-up armor save, toughness 5, 5-up disgustingly resilient. I'm strength 4, AP nothing, like army wide, right? So there's no way I should kill any Marines. But I'm telling Ryan before the game, like, dude, you're going to roll nothing but 2s, 2s and 2s and 2s. Because they got plague weapons, and they reroll 1s to wound. And he had all kinds of sauce, right? He had every reason to win the game. But what ended up happening is he did not win that game, and I max pointed him, and it was absolutely stupid. I'm like shooting like, okay, need a 6 to hit. I probably said I need a 6 to hit and then nailed a 6 like 3 times in a row practically. And then I'm like 6 to hit. Oh, I hit it. Okay, need a 5 to wound. Bam, 5 to wound. All right, dude, you got it. 3-up save, no problem. 2. All right, you're gonna re-roll it. 2. Just like I was killing Marines. Like I was charging Marines that had the flail of corruption with 3d3 attacks.
Oh God, that thing is lethal in Kill Team.
Him whiffing, like rolling like four like 2s and 1s, re-roll, like he whiffed everything. I make 6-up saves. I'm making 6-up armor saves. Bottom line, I was winning the fights that I should lose, and I was nailing pop shots left and right, and he was fucking missing his saves like crazy. So an anomaly happened, and I beat the Death Guard, and it was absolutely hilarious. And if you just want to hear me dying laughing and talking mad shit and just cracking myself up, that video made me laugh very, very hard. I literally went home and showed my wife. I was like, just listen to it because she loves hearing me laugh maniacally. So I just like randomly fast forward to just some point in the video, and you just hear me like, oh God. So that was a lot of fun. And in round 3, I had to play Tau, and I actually beat them because they had to leave early, and Crew loses in the last couple turns of the game, not the early game. And actually pulled that off. Did you use any of the LVO Kroot sub-factions? I did not. I just ran Naked Kroot, which made it even more funny. So what's funny is that when Crew hits the table, they look intimidating with like 17 models on the table, but their leadership is garbage, and they quickly will just break and fall apart. 6-up armor save like army wide, toughness 3, not even toughness 4 with a 6-up save. There's no weapon loadout options. They're AP nothing. They're strength 4 only because they have +1 strength, so they're strength 3 base. Like they are just shit. Their rules are not good. But the biggest mistake of the Death Guard player was that he brought a bunch. Mute your mic if you're gonna play with shit on your table. Middle window, dude. Oh, he's talking to you, Chris. He's concerned. He's concerned about your hobby noises. He says, mute. Yeah, just mute the mic, I guess. Thank you, Josh Smith. Maybe a relative of Shane Smith. I do not know. But yes, it was hilarious. And it was really funny, and I hope you go watch it. But he brought a bunch of Poxwalkers, and that's the only reason I even had a chance in that game, because they're toughness 3, no armor save, and I was able to score a lot of points by killing the Poxwalkers. The fact that I killed a couple Marines on top of it was ridiculous. Josh thanks you, Chris. I know he won't hear you reply with a "you're welcome." But yeah, no, laughing my ass off. No relative from Australia. Ah, wow, Josh from Australia. Wow, son of a gun. It's cool to have people watching from afar. We know one person from New Zealand and who has came to visit us twice now. Old Tumby out there in the world.
Yes, our Kiwi friend.
Our good Kiwi friend. But yeah, Kroot was hilarious. I'm going to forever run them. I see myself running Kroot in Kill Team quite often because it is just super fun to troll your enemy. You feel like you have free reign and every right to just talk as much shit as possible and, not feel bad about it if you whoop ass, because they should not kick anyone's ass. They suck. I highly recommend it. It's a good time. Yeah, so, yeah, it was awesome. What, you like that, James? You like that?
You said a good time, and I immediately thought your mom's a good time.
You would, James. You would. Look at that guy. He cracks himself up. Shane says, speaking of Kill Team, me and my guy Command Point interviewed Michael T. Hawley about LVO, and holy smokes, that guy is a genius. Yeah, holy smokes, that guy's a genius. No, you're absolutely right, Shane. You mentioned that on one of the previous reports where you had posted that. I'd love to see the link again. Yeah, he is a super smart dude. And I think we actually at the previous Kill Team tournament, and who actually won the Kill Team tournament, this past one we just had here at Battlegrounds, was actually number 2 in ITC. That's Janice. Janice came down from the Maryland area. I got to meet her for the first time at Nova last year, and fantastic player. She went to the LVO, and I think got third at LVO and pulled off second overall in the in ITC as a whole. So very impressive, and she came down and won the tournament here this past weekend. So it was great, had some prestigious players in, and had a great event. So really cool. You can watch all 3 rounds on the channel. The first 2 battle reps, I did post Kroot. Yeah.
If you keep playing Kroot, you're going to be the best Kroot player in ITC.
Dude, I think I already am, because no one plays them.
You are the man, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
dude, that was like one of the weird, similar happening. What was it? Nick Nanavati took best Gene Stealer Cult player, I think it was, for ITC with LVO, even though he didn't play GSC, just because like he had so many early wins early in the season, and GSC did so badly that he still ended up top GSC player, which even apparently at the award ceremony he was very shocked by.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, never give up, never surrender. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, this is all good stuff. My mind is going a little blanksy on additional things to discuss.
Oh, dude, I mean, there's still, obviously the book comes out this weekend on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Coast time, USA. But
obviously you need to know that in detail because you'll be submitting your list the day of utilizing the new book.
Oh, I have the whole day off, actually. But I digress. Yeah, there's some really saucy stuff, man. I mean, guard players and Tau players and even GSC cult players should be excited because freaking, like for example, Tau are getting something like adaptive physiology, but with relics. Guard are getting something very similar, but they're specific to their vehicles. One of the notable ones that people are already combining some sauce for is the maximum payload, which for a tank you pick. It gives you the max damage on your weapons. So if you are rolling D3s, it's just, hey, 3. The Basilisk taken in the Vigilance attachment with that can shoot twice. Disgusting taking that. There are a lot of other tricks. I think, what is it? Is it Vendettas or Vultures? One of the two. Also benefit highly from that. There's a lot of really saucy tanks that have shorter range. Demolishers? ? I forget what they're called. But there's stuff you can give them to advance and shoot normally. There's stuff you can give them to give them a 1+ armor save because 2 up with a +1 modifier. There's cool stuff, man. Guard players should be super excited. Tau players, still, I think the favorite trick in the book right now is the Avara with the 1 CP stratagem, which we've touched on.
I've noticed a lot of hype on for Tau players. People are excited about Farside Enclaves. Maybe not extremely for competitive side, but also just because they're more viable and usable. There's more variety to Tau now.
They're good, man. One of the gripes I've seen is, especially now that Shadow Sun has had her points posted online, it's hard to not want to take Shadow Sun because a regular Tau commander is more points.
Oh, wow.
So that's kind of crappy ? But that kind of happens sometimes. Look at Shadow Sun is like 125 and what is it? Grandmaster Pharaohs or whatever it is for Iron Hands is 110 still. So it's like,
Yeah.
You can't really hate so much.
I have no idea what's coming or when, but I'll tell you, man, I'm really excited for the Demon Psychic Awakening. I don't have any idea what they're going to put in there.
That book is the Admech, and both Knights and Demons are all in that one book.
Any idea when?
I'm thinking that is Saga of the Beast is March. Then we have confirmed, because people kept searching for URLs, there is War of the Spider in April, and they think the Knights of Demons book is immediately after April, so May.
Okay. James, you got any thoughts on what we might expect in that?
No.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I have no idea what they're going to give to demons.
All I know is there's the Blackstone Wars that the Necrons are in, and that they talk about the Blackstone, and there's like this special entity that's making all the AdMech people go to the planets where the Necrons are to mine the Blackstone, and it's basically just like that movie Dune and like Spice. Like they just literally just took that story and just said, yeah, it's Necrons and AdMech.
Nice. Yeah, I don't
So
know. I can't
that'll be
speculate.
interesting fluff. I can't wait to see a bunch of AdMechs doing drugs and turning dark.
Fair.
I mean, I think one of the things too is that like this, we're now more than halfway through the Psychic Awakening series. I think there's only going to be like 4 more books.
You're a liar.
Yeah, they're cruising, aren't they? Okay, so I want to know. I want space wolves. I want demons. Those are what I want the most.
Well, wolves and orcs are the next book up.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they said they're gonna get a bunch of garbage for both those sections.
That's when we're gonna get our new Gazgul Thraka model.
Yeah. Yeah.
They really, for the love of God, at this point, man, I would be just like so drooling at the mouth if they gave us a new Bjorn. I know it's a plastic kit and everything, but like for as big as some of these other dreadnoughts are now, give me a fucking Bjorn.
No,
I mean, I know one thing you can definitely expect readily, George, is you're going to get doctrines. I mean, every loyalist Marine so far in Psychic Awakening has gotten some form of it. I mean, it's even made Grey Knights good.
Hey, and your doctrine's gonna be like, you got really hairy.
Good one, James. Yeah, I want to look at this. All right, so new Dreadnought versus, look at the size difference between Bjorn and the new Dreadnought model.
But a Primaris Marine goes in there.
I don't care. I don't care.
Hey, you should care.
I need a Primaris Bjorn, dude. Give me BJ Ron, man. He's done so many BJs, he deserves a Ron now.
He literally looks like he's crotch height on the other Dreadnought.
We're children.
He's slurping.
We never grew up, friends, if you can't tell. But I'm
We play
insulted.
with toys, bro. We
Yeah.
take fun so seriously, bro.
Dude, I have pride in the Never Never Land mind state. Clap your hands, believe. Tinkerbell's real. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. You know, I used to, as a salesman, pitch our when I would pitch financing to. I used to be a store manager and a longtime employee at Guitar Center, and when I would pitch financing to people if they had come in to buy music gear, and I would be like, dream with me, have a little vision, all right? I'd be like, think about Peter Pan, right? You ever want to like just like go to Never Never Land, never grow up? Well, that's what the Guitar Center credit card does. You don't have to think about it. You can just live the dreams you want to live. You can, you know that vision you have of seeing yourself on that new guitar, those turntables? Let's just swipe it and call it a day, bro. No interest.
And just
financing.
remember, there's no such thing as debtor's prison. They can take your stuff and destroy your credit, but they can't lock you up.
That's right. Take it to the bank. You may not even live long enough. Like, just go for it, man. Swipe the card. I like debt. Like, if I had not utilized debt, I would never be where I am today. Like, particularly, you have to believe, be smart about it. But like everything I've ever like busted a credit card out on has been like music gear, pretty much music gear. But investments. And anytime like all the Warp Charge shit, I went into debt on. Getting all the cameras and microphones and all the equipment. I've typically on large equipment purchases not let having several $1,000s be at my fingertips stop me. I'll just fucking pay that shit off over time. Invest in yourself, be brave, be bold, go into debt. No, just what I'm saying. And never grow up.
Wow.
It's kind of hard. It's a hard mixture there. But
Wow. To think I was a bad influence. Holy shit.
yeah, it is kind of hard to go into debt if you don't have, if you aren't responsible. Like, you gotta get the debt, do the job, do the work, and then never grow up.
No, that doesn't make sense, bro.
Yeah.
It's the never grow up part that you're fucking it all up.
All right. We're gonna stay here. Don't take advice from me. I revoke any advice. Now you're on your own accord.
But dude, I do love the message of Peter Pan, and like the only reason why you could fly is to think happy thoughts.
Yeah.
And
Dude.
like when you think happy thoughts, you think positively, and you're putting out positive vibrations, and you can pull yourself up and over any obstacle in life.
Yeah.
And like it's such an amazing message to teach little children if they're fucking open up their mind and think about it.
Yeah, I'm about
Just
it,
dunk
dude.
on problems.
The fucking cockadoodle doo. What's the rooster crow, man? That was Hook, but the rooster guy, whoever that was.
Bangarang?
Yeah, Bangarang, Rufio.
Rufio.
Mm-hmm.
Rufio.
Yeah.
Rufio.
Dude, the scene in Hook where they're like at the feast, the dinner table, and they had all that dank like feast food.
Dude,
you know?
just believe, bro.
Yeah. I love that shit. And then you know, a pirate and like a crocodile clock, like that's great.
R.I.P. Robin Williams.
It's good shit, man. Good shit. Oh yeah, dude.
Shut up, Chris.
What about a Peter Pan tabletop war game?
You fucking dumb. That's that ain't gonna work. No. You dumb.
Whoa!
Why would you say that I did?
I don't.
Dumb?
I have no idea why this intermixed in my mind, but at the same time, I was like, and it's mixed with Dragon Ball Z.
No, you
Yeah,
dumb.
yeah. Peter Pan and Dragon Ball Z mixed together in a tabletop game. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands.
Hey, a way cooler tabletop game is like a Mario universe.
No.
And like you have paper, two-dimensional fucking terrain pieces.
This is terrible. I hate it.
And it's just like 64-bit, and it's like everything's just paper.
That's a great vision, James. Visionary. I
Paper
think
Mario, bro.
my Peter Pan fucking Dragon Ball Z game crushes that game. I'm just saying.
Not at all, bro. Your game's too expensive. My game's paper.
All right, fair. This is where we get in the last 8 minutes of the show. We've ran out of stuff to talk about, guys.
No, dude, I can talk about this right now forever.
I know we could. Whether it's entertaining to anyone, I have no idea.
Oh, dude, we're losing viewers quick. It's great.
Yeah, no. New Warcry book's coming out. I'm excited. All the factions are getting hit. A lot of Sigmar are going to be filmed tomorrow. We got new objective markers. It's cool. Kind of battlegrounds. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Things are good. I didn't mention it last week like we do on the second week of every month, but we did hook up our Patreon subscribers out there, and we do appreciate those. That's Jeremy Blankenship. He chose to get some Sabertooths. What did he get?
What is Sabertooths?
They are Beast Claw Raiders Frost Sabers.
I don't know
So he got a couple of those to fill out a battalion. He got the Beast Grave Man Trappers, and then he got a Knight's data sheet.
Dude, shut up, George. Connor, you're awesome.
Yeah, you're awesome, Connor. Yeah, so I mean, pretty cool. That's the kind of stuff that we reward out. You know, you basically get to go on a shopping spree, use our store credit as your own. So this is what somebody got with their Patreon hookup. We pay out to about 2 people every month, going down in order by the people that subscribed. That might be evolving a little bit over time. We're about to, and after the next month, I think we've gone through every Patreon subscriber with a reward payback. So that's pretty awesome.
Dude, that means
man,
doubling down.
Yeah, they're about to get extra incentive for sticking around as long as they have. So if anybody's watching that supports us that way, thank you so much. I know not everybody can, or it does not feasible with inside their budget or whatever. Just know that it's a huge motivator. It validates the work and the effort, and it makes me feel good for sure. I know it does for all of us, and it's helped us get a fourth camera, and it really just helps keep the wheels on the bus. So thank you.
Chris is in an open relationship, and he's willing to do things for money.
That's true. That is a top tier requirement. But yeah, if you need Chris for any of your needs, we got you. Chris,
we're not talking anything illegal right now, but whatever you talk to him and as a friend, he might do for you.
Yeah.
For you guys.
Listen, man, $5 is $5. Gotta stay out of debtor's prison, man.
Oh, here we go again. Woo! Here we go again. Oh man, wow! I'm just I noticed such contrast in the lighting that we have right now.
Your lighting.
Look how orange Chris's backdrop is. This show is going to hell in a handbasket in these last 5 minutes. I have nothing worthwhile. I'm talking about the lighting.
I bet this is the most entertaining 5 minutes of the whole show.
Probably.
So if you made it this long, you're a winner.
Yeah.
You're a real winner. And I appreciate you, and I appreciate your mother, and I appreciate your father.
Okay.
Because they birthed you.
Yeah.
They put you into this world, even though they might be a piece of shit. But the thing is, it's like,
dude,
I really appreciate them for you.
This got very meta.
I'm not even going to say the lyrics, but I wonder, have you guys ever, me and Chris have listened to Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Oh, yeah. I know where this is going.
He got that song, I love my mommy cuz, I love my mommy cuz, I love my mommy cuz she, right? The rest of the song, I'm not going to sing it. Yeah, check that out. It's a good song. Mindless Self-Indulgence, guys. Frankenstein Girls Are Strangely Sexy. Classic album, made with Atari games.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Is tomorrow
Damn
Valentine's
right it
Day?
is. Oh no, George isn't aware.
Are you guys doing anything special? Because I don't think I'm going to.
I barely even knew what tomorrow was day-wise. Tomorrow's Friday, and
it's February 14th.
Dude, I'm playing 3 games of Sigmar tomorrow. I ain't got no lady things going on. I hope she's not watching in any way, but.
Wow, the wifey is going to be a little.
Well, we don't, see, I'm all about, and a little bit of advice for our viewers. I'm all about honesty, okay? And what you do from the very beginning when you get in a relationship is you say, I don't believe in holidays. I don't want gifts. I don't give gifts. And the only celebration you do is you do Halloween, New Year's, and birthdays. Done. Valentine's Day is forced upon you. Be like, that's not my religion. No.
Not no. I like the not no part.
Yeah, not no. No. So yeah, just stick with that from the get-go, and you'll always be okay. So whatever. Valentine's Day tomorrow, not in my world. That's some other. That's your holiday, not my holiday. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Smart. See,
that's
what Peter Pan does. He don't give no damns.
What about you, Chris? What are you doing for your holiday of the Valentine's?
Oh man, it's Friday, so me and the lady are doing what we do every Friday because it's just Friday. First, we're gonna do some yoga stuff. Gotta keep it fit. Getting old here, man. I turned 31 in not even 30 days.
I just turned 34. Fuck you.
But dinner, probably pop in a movie, spend the rest of the night, doing not PG stuff. Yeah. But yeah, man. Good stuff.
Payflow. Yeah, pretty much. I told Chris before you got on, James, that if Chris doesn't hurry up and get his ass back to Richmond, that me and his girl kind of have some problems right now. So Chris's girl's pretty cool. She brought cookies once. It's my best memory. But all I know is that Chris isn't back in Richmond yet. We're not playing games on the regular, so I'm starting to get a little upset.
We'll roll some dice.
You tell your girl that she's not my holiday.
Wow.
I don't know what that means, but get your ass back to Richmond, Chris. Do it now.
Hey. Keep taking this fun seriously, guys.
Yeah, pretty much. This show came to a conclusion, and episode 89 was a good time. It was good to see everybody. Payflow, love you, buddy. Connor, let's get a game on soon. Mike, appreciate you.
Chicken Bone.
Is Chicken Bone
I
out
don't
there?
even watching.
I didn't see
I don't
Chicken
even
Bone.
know, but he's the man.
I do love me some Chicken Bone. Tau Dark, I didn't see him out there either, but he's a great guy. Thanks for tuning in all the way from Australia. Shane and not Shane's brother, Josh, thanks for tuning in. And,
The Smiths.
Yeah, the Smiths. And Cursed Maker. I don't know who Cursed Maker is, but I like you too.
It's a cat.
Yeah, man, who's that guy? But yeah, you guys keep taking fun seriously. We'll catch you next week. And tune in tomorrow for 3 games in a row. Tune in Saturday for the tournament. 3 rounds of awesome and lots more things to come. Keep taking fun seriously. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Peace.